Mga kababayan, yesterday when I woke up, my news feed was filled with reports about a vlogger who had been killed. According to the news, her name was Alicia. Well, to be honest, I had never watched any of her content before. Totoo po. Out of curiosity, I clicked a link that someone shared and watched a few of her videos. At first, I thought she was DDS because of how heavy the cursing was. Pero I realized she was directing those insults and cursing at Vice President Sara Duterte. Well, most of the videos. The same way, we've also seen some DDS vloggers curse President Marcos and call him all sort of names. So parang pareho lang. Let me be very clear, no. I really do not support that kind of discourse, regardless of which political side it comes from. Whether you are pro Marcos, pro Duterte, pro Lenny, or anyone else. Alam kasi niyo, normalizing insults, yung humiliation and endless profanity, it only poisons public conversation. What is truly heartbreaking is that we have reached a point where a fellow Filipino natin has lost her life. As of now, yung authorities daw have not confirmed that the killing was politically motivated, no? And we should allow the investigation to determine the facts if it really is. But what disturbed me even more was the reaction of some people online. I came across comments saying, buti nga sa kanya. Ay, kulang pa yan. Complete with, laughing emojis on posts that are expressing condolences, pero may mga laughing emojis. I honestly hope many of these are just trolls, no? Trying to provoke people. Because if they are genuine comments from real people, then we should all be asking ourselves now, what kind of society are we becoming? What have we become? Bakit nagkaganito na po tayo? Kailan pa naging normal yung pagtawa natin sa pagkamatay ng isang tao? Kailan pa nawala yung empathy nating mga Pilipino, yung sympathy natin, yung simpleng pagdamay natin sa kapwa natin Pilipino, 'di ba? What also caught my attention were comments that seemed almost proud of violence. Statements like, "Yan kasi, minumura mo si Sarah, napiko na." Or, "Bahala kayo, kayo nang susunod, kaya mag-ingat kayo." Parang proud or may mga admittance pa that violence is really from their side. Well, think about what those statements imply, no? If someone says she deserved it because she kept insulting someone, well, they are not just commenting on bad behavior. They are dangerously close to justifying violence. Tandaan po natin, no democratic society should ever normalize that kind of thinking. And here is something worth reflecting on. To those saying, baka napiko na kasi palamura, ayan tuloy, pinatay siya. Remember that many DDS vloggers also use extremely offensive language against people they disagree with. They curse, they ridicule, and personally attack others almost every day yan. So here's the question sa mga DDS, no? If you believe insulting someone can justify violence, aren't you also placing yourselves in that same danger? Well, personally, I reject that entire way of thinking, no? Because no one deserves to lose their life because of political beliefs, sa criticism or offensive words. If someone commits a crime, that person, not the victim's political views or manner of speaking, is responsible. I've personally experienced online insults, my threats, and profanity from people I've never even met. They don't even know me. And here's my advice to everyone, no, not just one political camp. Be careful with the words you choose. You never really know the person on the other side of the screen. You don't know what they are going through. Hindi rin dahil nakita ninyong desente, polite, mukhang mabait, pwede nang insultuhin at murahin dahil mukhang hindi naman kayo kayang saktan. Ako ba to? You don't know also what they are capable of. 'di ba? And you certainly don't know whether a careless insult could push someone who is already unstable towards something that is irreversible. And that is not a justification for violence. It is a reminder to choose wisdom over recklessness. And there is a lesson here for all of us. If you cannot be polite, at least be civil. If you cannot agree, then disagree with facts. If you cannot win the argument, then don't replace it with insults. Respect is not weakness. Self control is not surrender. In fact, uh, it takes far more strength to stay composed than to curse someone behind the keyboard. The Bible reminds us in Romans 12:18, if it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Well, finally, one more point. I recalled past public remarks warning from Kathy Vinag, in one of the rallies recently, that bloggers or pages have been listed or telling them to prepare. Parang sabi niya, parang kayong mga vloggers at pages, nakalista na kayo, humanda kayo. Well, I don't know kung ano ang dapat nilang paghandaan, but if investigators believe any public statement may be relevant to establishing motive or what this is about the intent or context in this case, it is appropriate for law enforcement to examine it as part of a thorough investigation if this happens again. Well, that is for the authorities to determine based on evidence, not for us to prejudge. Let's wait for the investigation. Let's reject violence, regardless of political color. And let's remember that no election, no politician, and no ideology is ever worth a human life. So, sport lang po tayo.